I don't know how to work my equipment. I'm working on learning that. Okay. My goodness. Okay, my goodness. All right. So, I'm hoping I'm gonna have some friends stop in tonight, right? Because there's a couple things that I I want to try, right? I got a couple different ideas, right? But I also got some things I'm gonna share because I'm learning how to use my systems a little better, right? Learning how to use them a little better. All right. So yeah, listen, it's been terribly hot. I've been outside doing yard work, so this is what we got going on. Okay. So, I'm hoping that I got some friends that are going to stop by and they're going to want to play this game, right? And I really wanted to join Discord so I could at least hear them, but I think we're gonna wing it. We're gonna figure it out. If anybody that wants to come into the chat and just say hello, right? And would like me to, I can just maybe I can pull a card and you can ask a real simple question, right? Something real simple, right? Different areas we can discuss it. We'll try to get it narrowed down to a very simple question. I pull one card and we'll see what happens, right? Right? And that's just for thank you for doing that. That's. But anyway, so I just wanted to get some people. Also, another thing that I hope works. Let me see if my chat is working. Let me make sure. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. One little thing. I'm still trying to figure those out. Excuse me. I've got my other monitor here. I'm trying to see what's going on, right? Trying to see what's going on. Anyway, so if we have some people come in, so one of the things I was wanting to do is I keep talking about my art, my photography, this music, that music, this, right? But oh, and then go check out my this, that, or the other thing, and to see it, right? Who wants to do that? So those of you that are stopping by, you can. I'm gonna show it to you. I think I've figured out how to use some of my systems so that I can, show you how to do this. So let's see if it works. Okay. So let's see. Right. See if it works. I don't know if it's gonna. We'll see what happens. Okay. Oh, this is so irritating. So I want to show you. It's not working. Should be in the back. Okay. See, it's supposed to be up here. I'm just like so frustrated because I looked at the different and believe me, if you can think of something, let me know. Right? Just let me know. I really am trying to figure out how I can share my monitor, and it's just not working. I don't know. It's driving me crazy. But if you have any suggestions for me right now, that'd be great. That way I can show you some things that I've been talking about, right? I've been talking about my photography when people have been here. I've been talking about some, music bands that I've had the pleasure of working with over the years, and I would like to show you that. I talked about some of my 3D art that I do and some of my Halloween stuff that I love, and I would like to show all that. But for some reason, this is just not cooperating. Okay? I've done something incorrectly. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we're in an ad break. If there's anybody here that's a sub, we're going to go to an ad break. Did I just do that? Okay, we're almost out of the ad break. Anyway, so as soon as I'm out of this ad break, I somehow figured it out. I don't know how it happened, but somehow I figured it out. Anyway, so what I like to do, this is one of the links that I've been sharing, right, in the little ticker tape, which I changed to a different operating system for my stream because I felt like it actually gives me a lot more options, right? And so and now that I've become affiliated, I need those options. At first, I didn't need the options, and I didn't know how long it would be, so I figured, I'll try this, whatever, and kind of get used to things. And now I need all these options, and I didn't have them, so I changed. So I flip-flopped. So here now I can all this time I've been talking about my photography this and my artwork that and the bands this and blah 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 blah, my stories that. Now I can show you, I can back some of that up, right? I can back some of it up. Also gives me something to keep yammering about until other people come in to say hey, okay? So don't be shy. If you're stopping in, at least say hello, right? And let me know. Anyway, so now the community's back. Hey, Wills, nice of you to stop in, right? Appreciate it. Hope you're going to be able to look at that. My emote wall is working in a very slow way. Right? Right? So, let me see. I don't know how I'm doing it, but we're just going to see. Tell me what you see. There we go. Make sure we get our shout outs out there, right? Got to get our shout outs out, right? Wheels is also listed in my suggested streamers. So, hey, listen, I take that list very seriously. There is a variety down there. We're all not just Yammer people or just game people. There is a variety, right? Also a variety of games. We're not just Fortnite, right? I'm going to start back up some extraction games here real soon. We're doing... Borderlands 3. Now me and Wheels are actually doing Borderlands 3 on Saturdays and other guests. We've been able to get some other guests in there from time to time, so that's been fun. And then also been throwing in some other chatting streams. Wheels has been mentoring me on how to use some of these systems and add some of this fun stuff, right? Oh, hey, Dan, welcome in. It's nice to see you. So you had to stop Diablo. It got sweaty, huh? I've heard that is a sweaty game. I've heard. I've never played it, but I've seen information about it. Right. I don't know if you can hear my cat or not, but there is a bug, and she is doing that noise that they do. Like they're getting ready to pounce on something. That little. She has her own variation of this chirp. It's something. But anyway. So Dan, I actually had a thought about how to do a card reading, right? We can just do one question and one card, and you'll just have to trust me. I'll fan them out, and you'll just have to trust me. When you say stop, I'll pick the card that I'm hovering over, right? We can do it that way, right? Since Discord's not an option for you. You can hear? Yeah, no, there's a bug. There is a bug, and it's not even inside, it's outside, right? I got windows open now, and because it's cooled off quite considerably. I got the windows and the door open now, so this is all natural light. Yeah. Right? I prefer natural light over everything. You think that'll work? You think that'll work? We can do it that way. But, Dan, what do you see? Do you see just me, or do you see me and a dragonfly? What do you see? Is my face ginormous, or is it in the down in the corner? Yay. Okay. So, Dan, you know how I've been talking about the bands and the photography and the art and blah 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 blah. Well, now today, and for this Yammer Time, I'm gonna back it up, right? And then we're also gonna do some tarot readings. Hopefully, we'll get some more people stopping in, because there was some other people in our community that had some interest. So we'll give them some time. Yeah. So hang out, right? Hang out with me. So look there. All right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to photos, right? And then let's see, is this where the albums are? The albums just make more sense, you know what I mean? Oh, they're right here. You don't need that. Okay, so Dan, since you're here, Dan, which one of these albums would you like to check out first, right? Because I have some albums that just have a couple of things in them. Like this one just has a couple of sculptures, right? Examples, right? I have like some, different bands. I got portraits, right? What do you want? Yeah, CPE images. See, it's right up here in this corner too. See? But I've been putting that link in the old. I haven't been able to replace that feature yet, but I'm working on it, right? Remember, I would put my YouTube and my my CPE images across on the across in the ticker tape, and that to show the links, and my Discord, right, to show the links so people could join, right? Because I'd like to build a community of artists. So now I'm going to show you some of my art. This is, so like right here's a BuzzFest. There's different bands and sculptures. You want to see the cup? I can show you. I got a couple sculptures that I got in here that I did. Can you see that? It's almost like I need to make my photo a little smaller, right? But yeah. But that's actually just made out of a piece of foam, right? And you have to be careful when you paint it, because if you use like a spray can, the propellant that's in the spray can will actually eat the foam. So in some instances, you may want that effect, right? You may want to have that. But with this, I actually used wood carving tools, right? I was in a prep making class, and we had a set of tools that we used in the, to do the wood cuts, right? So, and that's a whole process. I've got some photos I can show you that, but let me bring up my dashboard before I forget. Okay. I haven't shared or anything yet because I've been flapping my gums, you know what I mean? Let me get this over here out of the way. Well, there's one of them, and then I have, and this was actually my first one, and I used my own age, right? I didn't plan this out right, but it still looks kind of fun. So I, instead of buried, I used burn, and then I used the month. So the Salem witch trials was really like a month. It wasn't not much more than that. So I used that time frame and then counted back my actual birth year, right, my date, and then used that year. So, it was kind of a joke, right? It's kind of a joke, right? And then that gargoyle, I was like, listen, it looks amazing now, but when I was doing it, I was still finding pieces of foam up in like the windowsills and up in the top, like months and months later. I'm like, where the fuck did this shit coming from? Where is it coming from? Right? So that's like sculpt, and that kind of translates into some of the pumpkins that I'm going to do, and that's one of the things we're definitely I'm going to try to figure out how I'm either going to make a video and then just start and stop it, right, and during a Yammer time, and then help people, they can follow along and actually do a carving, or we can talk about it. If you join the Discord, we can talk about the different designs. If you want me to help you with some kind of design, I'd love to do that too. That'd be fun, right? Okay, so what do you think? Dan? Do you want to see some band photos? This one right here is like kind of a mixture of, and it's more towards the beginning of when I started doing things. Art of Dying? Where's that at? Egypt Central is now Devour the Day, by the way. Art of Dying? Right here? This one? Is this the one? Oh, and you can spam emotes because I have an emote wall and it's fun. Okay? I like the whole emote thing. I'm into it. Okay. So, I actually got to, they had the front of house guy, and also kind of like their tour manager. He was, they wear, people on these tours wear multiple hats, right? Multiple hats. So was a friend of mine that I actually met through another band, right? So I got to, when this is back, you can see the date, December 5th, 2011, right? I graduated from college almost exactly a year. Almost exactly a year. So this was I was still working for the club, right? But yeah, these guys are actually from Canada, okay? And they're still touring. They're still touring. But I got my watermark on there. When I was your graduation year, right? I really liked freeze framing their action, right? Like, see how his hair. I love that. I love freeze framing things like that, right? That's like I love sports too, right? Because they're moving and I like chasing them and catching. I've gotten a few shots that I was really proud of because it was either in the middle of a tackle, before they hit the ground, just before they caught the ball. Rugby is so much fun because they are very physical, okay? Football ain't got nothing on rugby, folks, okay? I'll just tell you. Not the teams I got to watch. Anyway, so yeah, these guys are really good too. Art of Dying is great. And they do other things too, like when they're not touring, you can find them on YouTube, different, all the different guys, and they actually, or Facebook, and they actually, some of them give lessons, musical lessons, like guitar lessons, stuff like that. Because you can do that if you're virtual. You know what I mean? So yeah. You can see, I didn't use flash. I liked using the stage lighting and catching, right? As you can see, right? Different, this right here was actually, I got to go to a festival, right? That was real fun. And that's where, my cousin is actually a lead singer. Well, we're probably like third or fourth cousins, to be honest. We're not like closely related, but we're from the same family roots, right? We're somehow, that how we got spread out, I don't know. But I actually met him at this festival, and they were the opening well, they were on just before them. So I was like, oh my gosh, right? This was a great day. I mean, look at the lighting, was amazing, right? Okay, enough of that. Okay, so that's some of my. I need to go back. Can you still hear her? She's over there freaking out. It's hilarious, right? I've got, I think I can show what I have in Human Element there, but some of those are a little, you might enjoy it, right? Oh, let's look at this one. This one was I really like shooting outdoor festivals, right? Because the lighting was always perfect. Even if it was overcast, I had freaking perfect. Really? Exxon Mobil Oil. That's almost like a tongue twister. Alright? Okay. Alright. We can look at a festival. You've heard of Mushroom Head, right? Got a lot of them. Ventana is actually some Mushroom Head members. Circus of Dead Squirrels also. Some Mushroom Head. Koheleth. Now they have a band called Salem's Child, which I believe I have. Yeah, I have photos of them too. Fun. Let's see. Let's look at something. All right, yeah, I want to look at this. Let's look at this right here. There's a lot, right? So you can see a lot of different, but the lighting's just amazing, right? Look at that. This right here is Egypt Central. This is Joe Chicago. This is Blake Allison, which now they formed a band, Devour the Day. Let me just tell you, this freaking EP is amazing, you guys. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so this was a while back. This is back in 2011, like I said, right? But Blake is now the lead singer for Devour the Day, right? And now Blake and Joey are out with out with Pop Evil, which is also an amazing band. Got some great music, right? And they keep evolving, right? It's not the same music over and over each album, right? It changes and evolves, so it's great, right? Now this is Nonpoint here. These guys are great. I've got a lot of stuff of them, right? A lot of stuff of them. That was a great festival. I was there on Nonpoint, and then found out that Egypt Central was there, so that was a plus. And then also, I don't know why it's not in this album, but Motorgator was there too. So, I don't know. I can't remember who these guys are. Oh, just Troy Jackson. Who the heck knows? Anyway, but this was in Michigan. Good times, right? Yeah, Gigi? She answered me. Okay. So let me... Hi. Not on Mommy's desk, no. You can be on this one. This is okay. You need to back it up. Corn? Disturbed, you say? Let me just go look at something real quick. Alright. Just a little more personal things here too. I was going to show some art from here. I wonder where that's at. Shaman's Harvest, Hipkin Dance thing. Hold on. I'm looking for it. Ice Cube. I know it. Hold on. Hold on. I just can't remember where it's at. Oh, for G Gallican and the Batoon, yes. Hold on. Hang in there with me. No, I don't do Slipknot. I'm a Mushroomhead fan. Okay? I'm on Team Mushroomhead. So I'm not real pleased with the lead singer combination they have right now. I mean, I'm not saying I enjoy the voices. They're nice. It doesn't sound like. And I'm really glad that Gravy's back in the band because, you know, I think does a lot of the writing, right? So, I wonder about that. But if you look, I've got a lot of Mushroomhead in here, so I was lucky enough to, you know, be allowed to photograph them. Yeah, bands, it's different, right? Pop Evil's out on tour right now, and that's what I was saying. The drummer for them is Blake Allison, and the bass player is Joey Chicago, and they were also Egypt Central, right? And now they're Devour the Day. Why can't I find? Isn't that crazy? G. No. Stop. Stop it. Sorry, she was doing something a little distractive. Oh, for G golly crying in the petunias. I'm just going right past it. Well, do you know who Saliva is? Do you know who Seether is? Do you know who Tantric is? Hip Kitty? Oh, Hip Kitty. I can tie some stuff. Hip Kitty ended up being my senior show subject, too. Yeah. She was amazing. You can still get their music, right? Right. But now Mike Gonzalez, which is the lead guitar player in this band, is a Wrath Chaser. He was on Haunted Towns, Haunted Asylums, or something like that. Ghost Towns and Haunted Asylums. That's what it is. Right. And that's Mike right there. So they were actually my subject for my senior show. So I did 2 big photos of the band. Yeah, I have Ice Cube on here and Snoop. There's Mike. Yeah. See, so there's that, and then let's see. Let me go back. See, here's Babyface Edmonds. A lot of people know him too. Well, where to get? There's Snoop. His opening bands, right? Here's Snoop. So this was a good time too. So normally when you're a photographer for a show like this, right? You can take your photography for the 3 openers, and then you need to get out of the way. Well, Snoop, in his generosity, sold a lot of VIP tickets, which was either side of the stage, but because he oversold them, they bled into between the barricade and the stage, which is where me and other photographers were doing our thing, right? And they weren't allowed back there until after the 3rd song, which meant we were stuck. So took photos probably pretty much throughout the whole show. Why not, right? So you see that microphone? No joke. He has an armed guard with a suitcase that was freaking handcuffed to him, and he carried it because those are real diamonds in there. Okay. I'm telling you, isn't that thing? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Look, let me just zoom in on that. Look at that. Isn't that thing? Look at his watch, dude. Oh my god. You know, Gigi, what is your issue, man? What is it? Hey, stop. Use your buttons if there's an issue. I got 4 more buttons I need to put out for her, but I don't know what to put on it yet. Hip Kitty, it's kind of a pop rock kind of stuff. They actually circuited with covers for the longest time, and then they got to go on a tour. They got to, kind of like as an opener for some different people, like older classic rock. And then they have some originals that they actually sold, but I can't remember what year that came out. But you can, if you Google Hip Kitty, you'll find it. Yeah, see, I mean, you know, it was fun, right? Oh, that's one of my favorite photos of him, even though we're just looking right up his nose. I don't know. And now I didn't do the painting. A fan did for him, and so, but I took the photo, and I'll tell you when he looked at me through the lens, because look, he's looking right at me. I got goosebumps. I'm not joking. I got freaking goosebumps trying to take that. I mean, look, it's Snoop, right? Yeah, that was an exciting night. I've done photography of Korn a couple of times, and I'm not sure why those albums aren't here, to be honest. This I wanted to show you since I show when I do different kinds of art too, right? So this is actually a dark room. I actually developed this myself in a dark room. So I kind of consider this type of photography a higher art form, right? Look under I Heart Pics. What? I'm not. Anyway, so this is something, you know, I have to have a dark room, so I'm really limited, but I love it, right? It's beautiful. And then this right here was printmaking, right? Now, I still have the prints, and if I had a way to print them, right, if I had a heavy enough weight to print them, I could still get some prints out of this plate, right? We're also going to be taking an ad break here in just a little over a minute. So hang on, okay? So this is photography, darkroom photography. Dark, you know, like dark setting, like long. The shutter had it open for a long time, and used a pin light to make the swirly things, and then I took and inverted the photo and slid it together to come up with this, right? So it's Photoshop in the camera too, so it's different, right? But anyway, I appreciate you hanging out through the ads. They're a minute, they're 90 seconds or less, right? So we're down to 30 seconds before we go. I'm going to show you one more. That's a different one I did too. This is one of my favorite ones here with that effect, right? Look at those fun emotes. I'm just crazy about them. Spam them suckers. Right? Hi, Georgia boy. Thanks for stopping in. Listen, I'm just kind of showing off my art, right? I'm just kind of showing it off. This actually is an in-camera trick, right? I was in a room that was totally dark, and I had a pin light, okay? And I opened the shutter for a extended period of time, right? And made that light. And the only thing I did in Photoshop was to remove, if you look at the back of this, right, you don't see the barcode and stuff. I took that stuff out. But other than that, everything. Can you hear the cat pushing buttons? Can you hear it? I'm gonna show you some videos too, hopefully, of the cat as well, right? This was a fun. I actually won first place for student in the library for this image because it was unique, right? Because that's how I painted it, was with light. This right here is actually an illustrator. Um, this right here is actually an exercise ball, right? One of the big ones. And she's laying across it, upside down. That's how we got her hair to do this, right? We kind of laid it out on the ground, right? And then just used material to wrap around her and then mirrored it. But this is an illustration, right? Done from photography and some different processes. I really enjoy that kind of stuff too, right? Hey, party girl. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Well, everybody has their own. Listen, okay, I do. I like my mushroom head. I like my disturbs. I've met Disturbed, right? I did some illustrations. I'll show you of Disturbed from some photos I did. I also like taking photos of, plants, flowers, right? This is a process I did using pastels, right? And this is the finished. I was using, I didn't really do the leaves very good for lilies, but this is actually a painting I did from a photo I took of Hip Kitty, right? That we looked at earlier, Dan. Okay. But that's pastels, chalk on black paper. But I did that. Here's another different type of coloring. Yeah, I'm going to play later. But did you want to get a tarot reading? Do you? We're doing those later. I was just kind of waiting to see who was going to show up to see if they wanted to. And I was kind of just since I learned some different things and started OBS for my system, yes, you do? Okay. Okay. What I'm going to do, since Dan doesn't have access to, we're just going to pull one card. And then in future, I'm going to set up one of those LJ points. We'll be redeeming for to pull tarot cards. Right? Won't that be fun? And then if you want a full-fledged, 3-card or more tarot reading, then, it might be, biddies or something. You would need one? Okay, so think about your question. It needs to really be narrow. Okay, don't think about, oh my gosh, what if blah, 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 blah. Because I'm going to pull one card. All right, and it's just going to kind of give you a glimpse of a direction, right? You're going to have a choice of the direction, right? That's what they are. Okay, all right, so we're going to do that. If you don't mind hanging out, right? If you don't mind hanging out, I kind of want to see. I was kind of hoping Bubbles was going to. Got one what? Oh, okay. Good. So, yeah, I was going to see. I didn't know if Bubbles wanted one, too. So, if you want to reach out and see if she's interested, it'd be great. Right? So, what I'd like to do is be able to set up a secondary camera so you can see the spread. Right? Okay. No worries. Anyway, well, let me keep going. So this actually is a lithograph. So there's only one place in the world you can get lithograph stone. Okay, so I got to do it. Ooh, really? That's not a bad idea. I'm taking suggestions, whisper suggestions. That's how I'm doing suggestions. Because I'm new, right? And I just want to see what I can do to make it the most for people that want to come in and be friends, right? Because that's the whole thing for this. It's a chatting, right? It's Yammer. So I want people to come in and talk to me. I want people to come in and yammer, right? Ask me, I can tell stories. I did a couple different blend rolls, right? This right here is a 2 process roll, right? So I had 2 plates. One I had done, the background of this was done on it's like a photo transfer, but the process was I painted the plate and then I transferred the photo onto like you know, like a plain, you know, like, I don't know what to call it, right? It's just a transfer paper. It's just all clear, right? And it etched it, right, on the plate so I could etch it, right? And then the front part is also a different type of um, etching, right? So it ended up being, when you pull it off, right, it's a two etching print, right? There's two different etchings and two different processes to make the etchings. It kind of does. It kind of does, because that's the blend roll, right? See, it just depends on the blend roll, right? That's some of the art, right? And then I got one of my paintings in there. I think that's pretty much all my art stuff, really, on this page. I got it other places, right? So you can see I got a lot of stuff going on. This is Mushroom Head. Right here, right? That's J-Man. This is a band out of Michigan called Exit 18. They got a lot of friends in the music industry that have them come in and do a lot of openings for them around their area, around the region. Since they're pretty kick ass, right? But they stay close to home. They invite me out to take photos every now and again. There's Saliva. This is with Bobby here. And then here's some early Devour of the Day, actually. Right? And then I also have a passion for children's portraiture. Okay? So I have a whole album to them, right? I like to do things that are a little more candid. I don't know why those are in there, but I think this is just a whole everything, right? This doesn't have any pinpoint locations on it. If you see any, let me know. Flapjack Knacksap. It's nice to see you guys in here, honestly. Hey, listen, if you're interested, let me know, okay? If I get a few people in here, right now I got 2 people that are interested. If you guys are interested, Georgia Boy, what do you want? Huh? What do you think? What do you mean? Since you want to do a talk and game stream, any suggestions? I don't know. You just got to figure out what what you want to talk about, right? I want to talk about a lot of different things, right? Eventually I'm going to be showing videos and stuff like that of, my cat trained. She uses talk buttons. And if you can hear her crying, you would have heard her on the button just a little bit ago, right? This is another cover band. This is Tantric, right? They're a great band. I've gotten to photograph Tantric a few times over the years for some different shows and some different places, so that's been fun, right? Ooh. Here's some more children's portraiture. This is actually my cousin. She did this, right? This is just some different kids, but yeah, see, that's some of my just some crazy stuff there, right? Yeah. And there's some reels, right? So the anniversary of my dog Ida's passing was the 29th. But I do want to share some stuff, right, of him. So I got a couple reels. Actually, I got 3 in here, right, of him using his talk buttons. Okay, so I just want to share.
What's going on, Edis? Well, you gonna push the button for Mama and tell me what you want? Are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay, then do it. It's your turn. Okay, you got it. One moment, please.
Yeah, believe me, he knew how to use the cookie button, okay? There was no mistaking on that one, okay? Then, sometimes I like to have a little fun with him, right? Because he would wake me up, right? That time he woke me up because he was, like, trying to he would be at the side of the bed stomping his feet and snorting, right? Doing that kind of a noise to get me to pay attention.
I want to show Grandpa how you push your... Well, okay. I was going to say, you want to show Grandpa how you push your buttons. What about the Mama button? Do you remember which one that one is?
Grandpa was peanut butter.
Look at the Mama button. Do you know which one that one is? Push it. Push it. This is for Grandpa.
He wasn't
cooperative. This is for Grandpa. Okay. What else? Yes, Mama what? Mama peanut butter, right? Mama peanut butter.
And then he likes to change it up, right? He's like,
boy.
no, you're not listening to me. Grandpa,
you like your grandpa? You miss your grandpa? Huh? You miss your grandpa?
See? Grandpa and peanut butter.
Okay. Yes, it is. Okay. Yes.
This is all because he wants a cookie now.
You want me to get you a cookie? Let's get a cookie then. I want to show Grandpa how
tortured the dog. The dog was tortured with the buttons, right? Now the cat uses the buttons. Okay? But I was upset. I'm obsessed with like insects and stuff like that too. Right? See? Little spiders. Isn't he cute? See how he moves? Well, the cat's using the same buttons. I'll have to show you. Right? But this little spider, I mean, look how cute he is. He was on the Morning Glory Garden bug patrol team. Right? That's what he did. That was his job. Right? Is this a real... Yeah. This right here, this is a... I had some really big bumblebees. I'm on a very strict catch and release when it comes to bugs. Okay, now if my cat hunts it and kills it, that's just her. That's her instinct. That's what they do, right? Sorry, I really bother. I like to bother the insects. This one's kind of funny too.
What do you think? Are you gonna let me touch you? Let's see.
Yeah. That's all the closer I could get. Right? That's all the closer I could get. Had some praying mantis too. Right? Oh, you do not need to see any more of my face, right? There was something else I was wanting. Oh, I do have an insects. A whole... this butterfly actually was missing one of its wings, right? Like a whole big section of it. I think it was this side. Because if you really look at it, you can see that this is actually mirrored and butterfly wings aren't mirrored. Okay, they're not exactly the same. Yeah, I've got a picture of a very large spider that I had to get a large bowl to catch it because we call them Indiana tarantulas. The butt of them is about that big. Okay, no lie. I was not. I had the heebie-jeebies. But I caught it and released it outside. What happened to it after that, I don't know. Okay? But these butterflies, that's actually a moth, was when I was out in Colorado, right? I worked as a wrangler. So I got a lot of photos of that. And this is the tiniest little dragonfly. Isn't it cute? There's another butterfly. You can't really tell in this photo, but it was really transparent, right? It just, it was very open. You could see right through it. See right through that bitch. So cute, right? I don't know. But I feel like I'm forgetting something I was wanting to show. Where the heck is it? Oh, you know what? I know why I can't find it. Hold on. We gotta find cover photos. One of my favorite times of the year is Halloween. And here, this is one of my illustrations. It is a cover photo that I Happy Halloween. So all of these photos I took except for this lightning bolt, right? And, I found the font. I love the font. I found that. But this is my dog that had already passed away. That's Sarah. She was a Samoyed, smart dog. She'd do anything for a hot dog. At that time, we did not know anything about talk buttons, but she would have used them. Okay? This was a raven that followed me around when I was out in Wyoming working as a horse wrangler. Okay? And then this is Idis when he was a puppy. When he was first training. And then this little cat here was a teeny tiny kitten that a mother cat dropped off at my house for 2 days and then came back and got it. Yeah, pumpkin, you gotta be careful. But there's my, my tombstone. But that's one of my favorite illustrations, right? And then, I don't know if it's on here or not. There's just some scenery when I worked out. Oh, this is when Idis was a... Here, okay, you say you like dragonflies. Here's one for you. So I was all excited because it kept getting a little closer, and I kept getting a little closer, and I kept getting a little closer, and finally I was like practically crawling on my knees, getting a little closer, getting a little closer. I was so excited because the dragonfly stayed there, right? I was like, look at me. I am the insect whisperer, right? Something. I'm magical right now. No, that's not it at all. Apparently, they got to puke up. He was eating, right? And what they do is, he had an ant, from best I could tell. It was some kind of ant. And they smash it up, suck the juices out that's inside, and then spit out the exoskeleton. So once he spit out the exoskeleton, then he flew away very quickly. That's gross. I did take pictures of that, but I don't showcase it. I actually used this particular photo in a lot of different art, right? Some different illustrations, some different printmaking, right? Different things, right? It's almost become, it was almost becoming a logo, almost, dragonflies, right? But yeah, that's... Here's another... okay, I gotta show you this too. This... The children's zoo... Oh, nightlight bugs? Lightning bugs? Oh, yeah. Yeah, but they're not... It's kind of hard to take photos of them because you can't see them and, it's got to be dark, so... I've done some neat things with sparklers, though. But I think a lot of those are still, like, on CD and stuff. I need to bring them out if I want. But I love peacocks. This is one of my favorite photos. I've actually had this put on pillows and some other stuff, right? Makes a good pillow, right? Makes a good pillow. And I love a lot of flowers too, so you'll see a lot of flowers. But I also worked as an epic ski school photographer yeah, out in the Grand Tetons. That was a good time too. And this is Shaun White. So I want to tell you a story about the reason I'm stopping here. I'm going to tell you a story about Shaun White. Okay. So this was the second year that I applied for the job. The first year I didn't get the job, and I was like bummed, right, that I didn't get the epic school photographer job. I was pissy, right? But the second year I did, and I was all excited. So I was bragging to everybody, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna meet Shaun White, and I'm gonna get my picture taken with him. You just wait and see. And everybody thought I was crazy. They really did. They's like, LJ, you've lost your flipping mind. Okay, you've lost it. Well, out in Breckenridge, where I was working for the resort, right? They have hosted the Dew Tour for years and still do. And that particular year, Shaun White was there. Actually, that Mountain Dew Tour is like a precursor for the X Games, right? So it's always held there. So he was there. And he was practicing that particular morning, and he come up there. He got off the lift because we weren't very, we were just when you first get off the lift, right? And Mount Baldy in the background you can see is just absolutely gorgeous. You get off the lift and you kind of curve around, and there's this small flat area before you can go down to the lodge and then hit the runs, right? So he stopped up at the top of the beginning where it started getting flat and was watching us, and then all of a sudden here he come. What are you guys doing? Because he seen me acting like an absolute goofball. That's what I do, right? Yeah, but he was there for the Mountain Dew, for the Dew Tour. So yeah, I got lucky. But I told everybody I was gonna meet him, and there we go, right? I ain't got to look. He's hugging me. I'm not a hugger, but he's hugging me, and he took his face mask down. Can't see, he cut his hair already. His hair's short though. It's not long anymore. He had this right here. This is the view outside my apartment window when I got to Breckenridge. Right. Quite the view, isn't it? Those are mountains right there. And we're down in the valley. I was down in the valley. So, let's see. All right. There's another illustration I want to show you, but it's not here. Right? Oh, here's something else I like to do. I like to do Halloween makeup. Definitely, I think it'd be fun if I can get a model to come and sit for me. I might try to see if I can do a stream on some makeup, right? Definitely. My October's filling up because I definitely want to do some pumpkins. I want to do some kind of props, right? Which I could probably do a couple different kinds of props and just, whatever. But who's that? You just threw me for a loop. I don't have time to look it up right now. You like my makeup? Somebody thought it was real when I first put it up. It's pretty funny. They need the glasses though, just so you know. Right? I cannot believe. Oh, no, I'm not gonna show you that. Sorry. Let me go back. There should be one. Oh, but you got like crying in the petunias. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. I'm seeing. I think it's. Yeah, it's this one. Here it is. One of them. So this is an illustration I did of John Moyer. He is off of photography I did of Disturbed, right? He's the bass player for Disturbed. So I actually, I actually have a signed copy hanging in what I call my music room. And I also did an illustration that kind of highlighted the other members of the band. But I had to, this is actually done in Illustrator, and all of the collars were on a metal palette, right? It's metal music, metal palette, right? Oh, Young and the Restless? Soap operas? That's funny. Soap operas. Party girl, are you still hanging out? I've been yammering for a minute. I don't even know how long right now. I can't see a counter. I don't know where to... I've got new tools I'm still learning how to use. Seriously. Still got new tools! Hey. All right. Woo! Hey, party girl. You still hanging out? What do you think, Dan? You tired of looking at my artwork? You want to just... Right? Play the tarot game? Might have to turn a light on. It's kind of dark. And I'm still getting treatments. Well, I'm taking a break on treatments, but I still have to get treatments for my eyes. Right? Ooh, that helps. Right? All right, so I guess I could fan him out here, right? Are you watching, Dan? You can go first since party girl. I was gonna say maybe ladies first, but okay. You see how I'm fanning them all out, right? You see him okay? What? Third what? Third card from this end? Is that what you mean? This would be the third one right here. Is that the one you want? Okay, that's this one then. Is that the one you want? I don't know if you can hear the music, but okay. All right. Now, I'm of the belief that the cards are both it's yin and yang, right? And I'm also of the belief that you just got to consider whatever the answer is, okay? So now you picked your card. I need you to just ask it a small question, like it's got to be very direct, and it's got to be, we can't do a big one because I can't talk to you on Discord. Right? So it needs to be something very, very direct. Right? Well, see, that's very broad. Think about it. What can change you? What could change you? You should be more like, will this change my life? Or that change my life? You know, is this the right direction to, you know what I mean? And I don't feel like tarot was definite, right? It's more of, should be used for a guide, all right? It gives you a perspective. Will money change? Well, I mean, I think we could just ask that question in general. Most of the time, money does change people's life. Now, does it change their life for the better, or does it change their life? Right? Is there pitfalls involved? You see, it's still kind of wide. Let's narrow it down a little bit more. Does that make sense? Narrow it down just a little bit more. Okay, so would you say, okay, so would you say you're looking for direction as to money being a detriment? Right? Is that what you're asking? If money could be a detriment. Because that already tells me that you know you're going to get the money. Now that you know the money's coming, what's going to happen after that, right? Is the money going to be a detriment? A detriment means a negative, something negative happening out of it, right? The possibility of a negative thing happening. It could be bad. How about that? It could be a bad thing happen. With the, money could bring, Okay. All right. So the cards, it's Temperance. Okay, can you see it okay? Can you see it okay? Now this card's from like the Major Arcadia, right? And you can Google this. And unfortunately, it's really dark in here. But I kind of cheat just a little bit, okay? this particular deck has a lot of symmetry in the artwork too. Like it's deliberate, right? They just didn't like think up a picture and slapped it together. The collars, the different symbols that they put in it, like there's symbols on the coins. You know, there's, if you notice, there's a toe in the water, right? And one on land, right? You look in the background. You know what I mean? There's a lot, look how the water is pouring from one cup to the other. Okay, all this is really important, right? Because that water's passing from one to the next. You know what I mean? So you got to keep a lot of that symmetry in mind, okay? Give me 1 second. It's really dark in here. I might need to get some different glasses. Hold on a second. Plus, it's the end of the day. My eyes get a little tired, so sorry about that. Okay. All right. Is anybody okay? Do you know? I feel like some background's impertinent. So the whole thing with the tarot, the first card is the Fool. Okay, that's the first card in the tarot, and it's all about the Fool's journey. Okay, his journey is what it's about. So, Temperance. Okay. So with all this, you know, if you think about the water going from one cup to the other, you think about the 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land, right? We're talking about some balance. We're talking about some cooperation, right? You have to pour one, okay? So when Temperance comes into it, it stands for a need for like maybe some cooperation, right? So maybe what the card is saying is, you know, you want to avoid, you know, pitfalls. You want to avoid, you know, letting when you receive the money, right? You want to make sure that, you know, you handle things. So what Temperance is saying, that you need to, you know, maybe, you know, keep the right people around you and have cooperation on how to manage it, right? If you do that, then you're going to be able, that could be a way to avoid pitfalls or avoid a detriment happening. Does that make sense? So that's how I would see that card's happening. Another thing that Temperance could mean, you know, it could, you know, it has a successful underlying, you know, right? So there's successfulness that can come out of this, right, with this future thought. And that's what it is, really. It's just, you know, your thoughts are kind of, you're just kind of getting, just think of it as guidance. Because you ultimately are going to make the decisions, right? You're the one that's deciding what you're going to do when you receive it, right? But this, what the universe is suggesting, if you want to look at it that way, by, you know, leading you to this card is, one of the things, if you're concerned about, you know, a pitfall with receiving a bunch of money, you need to have some cooperation, and then, you know, there'll be more underlining success. That's kind of what I get from the card. Does that make sense? Is that a fun game? Right? And don't ask me why I like to pick the card first. I don't know why, but I do. To play the game, right? Is that fun? They're kind of cheat a little bit, right? Because I don't remember all the cards meetings, but once I get reminded, then all of a sudden it's like boop, comes to mind, right? There's a lot of cards in there, right? I thought about kind of dividing it up to where maybe since I was just going to do one card and not like a actual spread, just maybe picking from the major Arcadia, right? Just pick from that, which is the Temperance, right? Which is funny that that's the card you picked, because that's what I was kind of leaning towards, just maybe working with that part of the deck, right? Just to make it simple. And because I would really like to have people on the Discord when I'm talking with them, right? Because then I can do a little more, I don't know. It could be a little more in depth, I think. Right? Have you ever have you ever done tarot before, Dan? I mean, because there are some really interesting spreads. I don't do bigger spreads unless I'm really actually sitting with somebody, and it's more of really. Okay, so it's been a while, right? I mean, it's fun, right? It's fun, especially when things seem to always fit. It's like, oh, okay. But it's not meant to give you a definitive yes or no answer. This is what's gonna happen. Blah blah blah. Right? It's more like it's gonna give you a perspective. Right? So the way I take it is, yes, there can be pitfalls, but it's up to you. Right? You keep the right people with you. Right? That can cooperate and help you make the right decisions. Yeah, well, there you go. See, that could be fun, especially if you do like location shit, which I want to do, right? I definitely want. I got some things in mind, but I'm one of those people who have a little trouble leaving the house right now. So I don't like to. Gigi, give it a rest, honey. Can you hear her still? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Anyway. The other thing that I wanted to show, right? I'm afraid to take this off of here, but we'll see what happens, right? Right? We'll see what happens. Ooh, that's loud. I don't know how the volume works with this, right? But one of the things that I wanted to show that's on my YouTube. Oh my gosh, I don't know if it's all the way down here. better now? Okay. I'm still learning how to use my system. Jacoby Shaddix is in there from Papa Roach. Yeah? He's one of the first ones. That's one of my favorite photos. This is from, oh hell, he's Blackstone Cherry. I fucking love those guys. Anthony Gomes. Everybody knows him. Yeah. Ted Nugent. That was one of my first shows. With Seven Dust. He goes by LJ too. Five Finger Death Punch. I did lights and hospitality for this club. So I did posters for the shows. But this is something that I edited. Now they've got so many free. When I did this, better let that credit run. Right? There we go. But that's the kind of stuff I started out. That has been on my YouTube since it's been there for 15 years. I've had my YouTube channel for 15 years, and I'm just now starting to, understand what the possibilities for it. So there's some stuff going on over there now, right? It's a good time. It's a good time. But, I've got some different things. My Yammer Times are on there. They're actually doing fairly well, right? I got some clips on there doing pretty good. So that's that, right? Yeah, Five Finger Death Punch. Actually, Ivan was lead singer for Motorgator right before he joined Five Finger Death Punch. So I can't remember. I might have photos of him for lead singer Motorgator when I first started doing photography for the radio station, but they're on disc. The first couple of years for the radio station, that's probably where my Disturbed stuff is. It's on disc, and then I've got some stuff I moved to a hard drive, so I'll have to get that ready, right? But that was just a piece that I edited, right? But I want to do some more stuff with Gigi. Right, I really want to show some of those videos. Wait, oh, that's where one is. My bad, I forgot that I did a story. Alright, where do I go for the stories? Oh my goodness. So I have stories, right? I don't know where they're at. Maybe it's a reel. Nope. Where the heck is it? Saved reels. Oh, for G golly crying in the petunias. Maybe it's here. Nope. I have some reels. Why are you not changing? I just needed you to change. Thank you. It's not cooperating. Wow, look at all these reels, right? Yeah, Ted New. I also Eddie Money was actually my first concert photo assignment, right? Eddie Money, and then Ted Nugent was soon after that. Like I said, you've seen the list, pretty big list. Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to show you guys.
Hey, what are you doing? Come on. You want to do it one more time? Ready, set, go? We'll do it for Mommy one more time. Ready, set, go? Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Yeah, it's a good girl. Look at you. Ready, set, go. Yeah, look at you. Woo, turbo.
Yeah, that's my cat,
Good
Gigi.
girl. Good girl, Gigi.
So, everybody I know that I said I was going to teach my cat how to run on a wheel, they thought I was crazy. I was like, you're not going to teach your cat how to run on a wheel, LJ. It's not happening. Do you just see that? The cat was running on the wheel. Right? That's on my gaming granny. I thought I had some more. Look, I have some reels. Look, from when there were golf carts. Golf carts. This is back where if I made an elimination, I was like, I was in heaven. Golf carts. They were so much fun. What are you doing, sister? Is there another cat out there? Hey. Hey. What is it? Let me, so there's a kitten outside of my house. And Gigi's having a little bit of a fit. So we'll just try to ignore it for now. It's a cute little thing. I don't know what it's doing here. Look, I've been rocking the same skin for a while, right? For a while. Right. Excuse me, Miss Gigi. No. She's trying to open the door. Excuse me. She does know how to open the door. I have to make sure the door's locked. Oh, hell. Hi. Okay. Okay, so there's 3 kittens outside. They're little. We're just gonna pretend, right? So, oh, Wheels, you could probably hear me. I was thinking we're in an ad break, and Dan was the only one that was in here talking with me. But I have 3 kittens outside on my front porch. Gigi is not thrilled. She's not thrilled at all. She's chattering about it. She's trying to open the freaking door. She's losing her mind right now. Losing her mind. Okay? It's kind of funny. But this is kind of fun to be able to show some things this way, right? I've got Miss Gigi. Does Mommy need to shut the door? Won't you come in here? Won't you come hang out with Mommy? Come on. Come on. Come hang out with Mama. Yeah. Come hang out with Mommy. Come on. Come on. You look through the shorts? What do you mean? What does that mean? Oh, I've got things lined up to go, more things to go on the YouTube, right? And like I said, I'm learning how to use my clips. Right? I'm learning how to use clips. And right now I can't put any links in my chat because of the way I got Nightbot and stuff set. So I've got to work on those kind of things. I wish Party Girl would have come back. I don't even have my Discord up anymore. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. There we go. I minimized my Streamlabs for a moment. Okay, so Party Girl's coming back, and we're gonna do hers. Okay, which will be awesome, right? So she should be back anytime. And then I don't know, we should see if we can find somebody else, right? Okay, alright. So Party Girl says she's on her way back. So I don't know. I don't think she's playing yet. I'll be playing again. I've got somebody Rainbow Six Extraction is gonna start back up on the stream again. I'm excited. I really enjoy that game. It's you know, it's not as easy as it looks. Right? You watch it, it looks really easy. It's not. It's not that easy. It's hard to get around, right? It's real hard to get around. Hold on, my stool. I gotta fix my stool. There we go. But as soon as Party Girl gets back here, she should be back soon. But I see there's 3 chatters in here. Come on, speak up. I can pull a card. We can pull cards. Yeah? I'm just going to pull 1 card, right? That's just, from me to you. Right? But in the future, I think we're going to add some channel points or biddies to pull a tarot card. That's how we'll probably do it. And then full readings will be something else, right? Oh, let's answer that. Woo! Here it is. I'm trying to answer it, party girl. There. Let's see if we can get her. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear her, but I will. That's the important part. Come on now, answer. Now she's not going to answer. But I have a Discord, right? And, no. There we go. So we're trying to get it together. Here we go. What about you, Georgia boy? Wanted me to pull a card for you? We just got to narrow the question down to something kind of specific, right? Don't like to play the game? She's the one that called me first anyways. Looks like party girl's like calling me back now. It won't let you type in the chat. That's alright. Call. Okay, I'm like watching it, party girl. It's ridiculous this thing doesn't ring like it should. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's an operator issue, right? I don't have my settings quite right. See? It just said incoming and then it went away. Ah! Are we connected?
And you can hear Gracie.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Can you see?
I'm going to your chat now.
Okay. Now just spam some emotes when you get in there. Yeah. Just
I'm here.
Okay, just spam some emotes, okay? So we need to get a real specific question, okay?
Mhm.
Right?
It's like, yeah, it won't let me come in. It says the action could not be completed. Please try again later.
What action?
Me typing into your Twitch chat.
That's weird. Maybe you need to restart it. Refresh it.
Okay, I got the question.
Okay, go ahead. Alright, so it won't let you type it in?
No.
Alright, let me type it in. Okay.
I lost it. Hold on.
We want everybody to know what the question is.
So does it have to be like a real specific but real narrow?
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, it can't be a very broad. Like when.
I just want to know if my stepdad's okay. That's all I want to know.
Well, okay, so you know that when you say the word okay, that can mean a lot of different things, right?
Like if he's safe or if he's like safe.
Everybody's got a shelf life. You know that, right?
Yes, I know.
Okay. How about if you narrow it down to this, is he going to maybe get through this particular situation, right?
Yeah.
Not knowing if there's going to be other situations, because that would just, we need more than one card for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I've already said, when you pull one card like this, it's more of a perspective. Okay?
Well,
So,
you know what? Let me change this.
okay.
Success coming my way. Is that more broader, or is that like more specific
Well,
to me?
but we still need to, like, it's little too, what kind of success? There's different ways
Like,
to be successful.
Financial success.
Okay.
Having a really bad financial experience.
Okay. All right. So you're wanting perspective on your financial improvement, right? You want to improve on your financials.
Yeah. Hold on. Give me a minute, Vegeta.
Okay. How's that? Improvement on current financial, right? Your financial situation, whatever. Okay. All right. So you can see, right, the cards. I'm just gonna fan them out. Okay. And then you can just, like, I didn't start them back far enough. Right. So just when you see me in a general area, just have me stop. Okay.
Like when you're doing that now?
Yeah, just
stop.
Oh, right here?
Stop. Yeah.
Okay. Is this one good, or you thinking another direction?
Right there. Right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is the Two of Cups. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I gotta learn how to move in my camera. There we go. See it good? Now with these
I see it.
with these particular cards, this is a Rider-Waite deck. Okay. So when they put this artistry together, there's a lot of symmetry that goes into it, with the symbols that they use, with the colors that they use, everything like that, right? So you got to take that all into consideration, right? Two of Cups. Okay. Okay, I have a little cheat book. I'm sorry.
I know. My system, my tarot. I'm really good at tarot reading myself. I'm experienced with this.
I just like to be,
I'm one with the energy.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
All right. All right. So the Two of Cups is talking about balance. Okay.
That suits me. I need the balance.
Okay, the other thing about Two of Cups is you see in the here I lost it already, right? You see how the snakes are intertwined?
Yes.
Okay. That's talking about, like energy and feelings, right? So so with your financials, there's going to be something that's also going to be intertwined in the future with it, right? For I mean, you can be you're going to be faced with choices. You're going to be faced with choices, okay? Whether you got to find a good balance between, between the good parts and some of the not so good parts when it comes to this improvement, right? You're going to have to take a little good with the bad, right? Because you got a journey. Everything is a process. Okay, this is what I'm picking up on. Everything is a process, right? So you're going to have to try to balance this journey to make your decision that way that you can overcome your current situation financially. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I mean, the cards are for perspective, okay? And that's what I'm seeing. This is a perspective. Every decision you make going forward, that's up to you, right? And it's going to have an effect on future events, right? Cause and effect, just like karma, right? You either put good karma out there or you put bad karma out there. It's going to boomerang back. It's just the way it is. Right?
Yes.
Right? So you always got to try to have a good balance. You got to have it intertwined, right? Your yin and yang is not just half and half like this, right? It's everything's intertwined. Kind of like our DNA if you think about it. Right?
Mhm.
Sound good? Glad you come back?
Yeah, well, let me type in. Hold on. I'll call you right back. I'll call you right back. No, wait. Just jump in game with me and Vegeta.
Yeah?
When you're done.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm getting there. I think Dan's tired. Dan's just tired. He's hung out this whole time. I'm proud of him.
Okay, love you, LJ.
All right. Have a good night. I'll talk to you in a little bit. There's your card.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. So in the future, right? I'll still probably still be pulling like one card, right? Do one card perspectives. That's what I like to call them because I will never say no matter what you do in whatever spread you're going to use, right? It's never going to give you a definitive answer. It's only going to give you a perspective because, we're not the same person every day. Right? We make different choices every day, so we're not the same person. Right? So this can only give you a perspective, and then you have to decide going forward what your perspective is going to continue to be. If that makes sense. Right? But anyway, I've been at this for actually a couple hours. I'm kind of proud. Dan, I'm so grateful that you decided to hang out. Okay, we had some great things happen today. I learned some different things about my system. I'm using OBS. So feel free to send me a whisper on Twitch or, join my Discord, right? The links are up there, and also my YouTube. Those links are in the chat. So once this is on YouTube, you'll be able to see it when it's saved in chat too for 2 weeks. So you can always go back through and find it, right? But I've had a good time tonight, and like I said, we'll do some more readings and see what happens. Okay? It's been fun. Have a good night.